Okay, move it. So we're in a suburb north of London, about 20 miles north of London. We know that south is the Alexandra Palace BBC transmitter. We're using a fairly regular aerial. Looks quite basic, but it's one of the aerials that's given us the best results over the years for mobile use. So we thought for benchmark testing we'd first use a traditional aerial. You can see Ollie's moving the aerial now using the signal finder, which is clearly showing us that the strongest direction is south, which is where the way he's pointing the aerial. So we're now going to set the aerial that direction. We're going to tune the TV, and then we're going to use that as the benchmark to test the sensor in the Roadstar. So our regular aerial gave us a reading of somewhere between 50 and 60 dB. So now we're going to try the sensor. So now we've put the sensor where we put the other aerial, the benchmark aerial. What you can see is interesting is that without the amplifier switched on, we've got a reading of 0. As soon as we switch the amplifier on, we get a reading immediately, and then we just move the sensor slightly and you can see immediately we're right up over 70 dB of power, so proving the signal finder works perfectly. Okay, you can see here that we've found 6 channels already with the sensor, and frequency is up around 530, so 23 channels now, digital channels with the sensor, and we're still going. We should hit around 96 if we've got the full frequency. So we found 84 channels with the sensor. Should we go up through the channels and see what we got at the top end? So sensor with Wingman is working well. You can see here we've just got it on the side of a car. We've got 84 digital channels. We'd expect pretty much that in this part of London. However, in this part of London we don't have the high frequency channels, so to do a full test we need to head about 150 miles up north, but early tests are showing that the sensor with the Wingman is working well. So now functional test with the RS1500. Again, just like the sensor, without the amplifier powered up, no reading on the meter. With the amplifier on, you can see we've got a reading of 50 dB, so about 20 dB less than the sensor. We do know though that 50 dB should be enough for us to receive most of the premium channels, so let's give it a go. So now we're going to run a fresh scan with the RS1500 Roadstar.
Sensor.
Yeah. So the Roadstar 1500 has actually, although it gives us a low dB reading, it's outperformed the sensor and given us 97 channels. So there we go, that's the Roadstar 1500 just placed on top of the car. And there's the proof, there's the TV. So now the Roadstar 2000, you can see that we've just suspended it on this pole just to give us a reading. Whoa. So the Roadstars give us a massive, outperformed everything else, give us a massive reading of over 70 dB. So we've had a bit of a shock result with the Roadstar 2000. It's outperformed the sensor, our own aerial, and the Roadstar 1500. So we're just going to run a tune on the TV and see if we get the same amount of channels. 96 is the target number, which was the Roadstar 1500. Okay, so the Roadstar 2000 has outperformed everything so far. It's given us 97 channels, and signal strength isn't as good So although we picked up more channels with the Roadstar 2000, a lot of the channels were breaking up and pixelating, so now we're just going to try the sensor again. Signal strength shown on the TV was down near 40% with the Roadstar 2000, but up nearer 60 with both the Roadstar 1500 and the sensor Wingman. So we're going to try the sensor Wingman again.